We welcome viewers from around the world watching the Women's Super League to Kingsmeadow, a huge game, the biggest game of the season so far, between the reigning champions Chelsea and the current leaders Manchester United, who are a point clear at the top of the table, but Chelsea do have a game in hand. And there is a huge global audience watching this game here today. Emma Hayes was a dad herself due to illness during the week, but she is here to watch her team to try to urge them to another crucial victory on the road to yet another title. Chelsea know what it's like to lift the Women's Super League crown. Manchester United looking to earn success at the very highest level for the first time, and to do that realistically they will know they can't afford to lose this game here today. And Mark Skinner, their coach, knows the pressure is on, but he's laid down the challenge to his team to deal with that and emerge from Kingsmeadow with 3 points here today. Two star-studded sides with so many names famous for so many teams around the world. Chelsea, of course, have been in League of Nations for some time. Manchester United, relative newcomers at the top of the English game, looking to finish right at the very top for the first time this season. A number of big names were rested for Chelsea for the win over Brighton. They come back for this one. And Catherine Berger is back in goal. Yves Perisset and Niamh Charles are in a reshaped defence, with the experience of Sophie Ingle just in front of them. And Lauren James faces her former club in support of Sam Kerr. The only change for Manchester United sees Nikita Parris come in for Martha Thomas in attack. Alicia Russo warmed up for this game with a hat-trick against Leicester last week. She also scored against Chelsea back in November and had the habit of scoring against major rivals. And Kingsmeadow is packed out with this game once again. Sam Kerr scored the goals in this fixture last season, which overturned a half-time deficit and effectively won Chelsea the title on the final day. Alicia Russo was unplayable at times during that game for Manchester United, and she's in prime form at the moment after a January full of transfer speculation. And a familiar face is recalled today, Nikita Parris, back in the United team. Of course, a major name at the top of European football for so many years. And it's a familiar pre-match huddle for Chelsea before a game like this. United have been contenders at various stages over the past couple of years, but they've never quite been able to get the job done. Win here today, and they will be 4 points clear, and the title will be in their own hands. And it's a big day as well for Cheryl Foster, the referee. This game around the world, welcome to Kingsmeadow for global coverage of the Barclays Women's Super League, and it's the biggest game of the season so far between Chelsea, the champions, and Manchester United, the league leaders. And it's United. to the Women's Super League from Lyon. Again, Katrin Berger was on the bench for the win against Brighton in midweek. 4 clean sheets in 9 games for her so far this season. Bright. And she was looking to release Carter. Leopolds is just levered off it by Ladd. Letizia. United will just try and calm the crowd down in the early stages. It's something they did very effectively here last season when Chelsea were nervy in the first half on the final day of the season, and United capitalised on that to lead by 2-1 before Sam Kerr took over in the second half. And Chelsea have won 5 of the previous 6 meetings in the Women's Super League, scoring 17 goals in the process. And they enjoyed a 3-1 success up in League back in November. And it's the only blemish on United's record in terms of defeats so far this season. Chelsea, of course, lost at Liverpool on the opening day, but they bounced back from that defeat at Prenton Park. And the only drop point since came in that dramatic draw at the Emirates Stadium against Arsenal when Sam Kerr equalised in the final moments. Turner. He's come back so well from an injury-hit campaign last season. And Leah Galton will be a familiar face to many of our viewers in the United States. Really made her name at college level and also played for Sky Blue before moving back to Europe. And she's still an ambassador for a company which encourages young players to take up American scholarships. And that's something that Emma Hayes did in a coaching sense earlier in her career, but very much Chelsea blue now. Lundell takes the free kick against her former club. And it's cleared away by the Canadian Lavisha Buchanan. She will be detailed to try and look after Alicia Russo here today. And Skinner back to the UK after his spell in America with Orlando Pride, as the ball in from Galton almost finds Russo. Zellum. Chelsea get the decision in the end. The challenge on Buchanan. Buchanan and Bright have become a very good partnership at the heart of the Chelsea defence. As you would anticipate they would do. She was just caught by Russo there. They challenge for that ball in from Leah Galton. And Buchanan is very quickly back in the action. Left away by Turner. Now Fleming. Perisset. James in support. Loves to come in field from these wide areas. And the cross is blocked by Blundell, and the final touch was off James. It's always a big day for Hannah Blundell as well, coming back to Kingsmeadow. Enjoyed so much success with Chelsea. A very important player for Mark Skinner to call upon. Mary Earps does have the option of playing the ball out, but instead chooses to go long and exploit the height of Russo, and she wins the header against Leopolds. Russo again. Toon in support, and she shrugs off the initial challenge. Now Blundell, but Fleming stood firm. United have lost all of their 3 visits to Chelsea since arriving in the WSL. And they also suffered their biggest ever defeat in the competition at home last season, when Chelsea really handed out a lesson right from the very start of the game, winning by 6-1. Put forward by Turner. United have settled well here. Russo Zelem. United are the only unbeaten side away from home in the Women's Super League so far this season. Chelsea have a 100% record at home, so something may have to give here today. James. Zelem was quickly in with the challenge. Ingle. And now James again. Ingle not really getting the distance with the clearance, but here is Leopolds finding James. Now Carter's got time to bring the ball forward in tandem with Charles down the left. Carter's ball forward again, but United have a very good screen just in front of the back four, and it's in evidence there as Galton has been clipped by Carter, and United have the free kick. And if both Carter and Charles are caught too far upfield, United do have the weapons on the counter-attack. Toon. I believe she was blocked off by Parise, but play continues. Zelem. Letizia. Here is Millie Turner, who scored in that dramatic victory at the Emirates Stadium against Arsenal when United came from 2-1 down very late on to stun the Gunners. Zelem. Mary Earps, who was voted FIFA's goalkeeper of the year after her performances for England and United last season. Buchanan was one of the players brought in to, if nothing else, bolster Chelsea's European challenge this season. In many ways, they have the ultimate test coming up in the quarter-finals when they face the holders Lyon over 2 legs. That comes up at the end of the month. So Emma Hayes may have to shuffle things around once again. She was really disappointed with the manner of the defeat against Arsenal in the WSL Cup final last week. Parise. Turner on the stretch, Letizia under pressure, and here is Kerr, first sight of goal, but Mary Earps was behind it. And even the hint of a mistake will be seized upon by Sam Kerr. And she was nearly in there. Turner, now Blundell, Toon coming deep once again. United are finding it very difficult to play through the press at the moment. Turner. Toon was under pressure once again, and once again was looking for the free kick. Sam Kerr also received an award from Chelsea before kick-off to mark 100 games for the club. That came up at the end of February, and during that time she'd scored 82 goals and assisted 27 more, which is an incredible record and the sort of numbers which mark her down as truly world-class. Fleming, one back by Ladd. Zelem. Now Letizia. Harris just bowled over by Carter. She doesn't seem convinced, and Cheryl Foster making the point, it's not the first time. After the opening 10 minutes, Manchester United enjoyed 74% possession away to Chelsea, but Chelsea on the counter-attack here. And here is Sam Carter once again. Goal side of Blundell for a second, and Mary Earps with an excellent save. Now James, and it's beyond Sam Kerr this time. And despite the territorial dominance from Manchester United on 2 occasions now, Sam Kerr has been clean through down the centre. And the high line was really exposed. Blundell looking to hold her up, but Kerr managing to get the shot away, and Mary Earps showing just why she's one of the best goalkeepers around. But Sam Kerr is getting closer. And she will know that if she keeps getting that sort of service, the goals will come. It's been almost inevitable during her Chelsea career so far. Latt. Look on from Paris, was looking for Galton, but Carter will eventually clear. Balliet. Looking for movement further forward. Russo. Slows down by Millie Bright once again, who is not wasting any time in getting the ball away from Alicia Russo when she wins it in that sort of area. Zellum. Now Galton. Zellum going longer this time. Russo and Paris will always be interested in that sort of ball forward. And Katrenberger, a goalkeeper who will often take an advanced position in those sorts of areas. Parasek. Blundell won't be phased if she's left one-on-one like that. Leopolds. Fleming beaten to it once again. Russo. Toon. She's got the pace to worry Chelsea, but Leopold's doing just enough this time. Skinner managed his team very well in the aftermath of that defeat against Chelsea earlier this season. 6 wins and 2 draws since. Winning it back from Kerr. Now Zellum. It's that long ball again, seeking out Russo. That will be a regular feature of United's play here today. Russo scored her first ever hat-trick in the WSL, last time out against Leicester. 8 goals in 12 games so far this season. Scored 9 in a full 22-game season last time out, so she's showing the sort of form which prompted Arsenal to make a world record bid for her. Long from Kerr. He's met by Balliet. Zellum. Leopolds again. United's direct approach may flounder at times with Brighton. Buchanan so strong at the back. And of course Chelsea do have so many big names unavailable. Fran Kirby there has often enjoyed her games against Manchester United in recent years, but on the sidelines at the moment. Katie Zelem, the player who was caught this time. Vanilla Harder has been a long-term absentee for Chelsea. Just wonder where they would be if they had all of their big names fit, but they do have a big squad for that sort of eventuality. Buchanan, Leopolds, Bright. So far, it's been typically cagey, like a match at the top of the table. And apart from those two opportunities for Sam Kerr, it's been a very attritional game, but that may suit Manchester United in the situation they're in. Tizier. And once again, when United look to try and play through, that's when they seem to work the ball in rather laboured fashion, but it's not really surprising against a Chelsea side like this. Now they go longer. Le Tissier. It's cut out by Carter. And Ingle was fouled in the initial challenge, so Chelsea have the free kick. Alicia Russo just going through the back of her. Only Leopolds recently back from maternity leave. Alia with a header away. Chelsea with only around 30% possession so far, but both of the shots from Sam Kerr, which forced excellent saves from Mary Earps. Leopolds. Now Ingle. Fleming. James. Now Buchanan. Now the space for Leopolds. Kerr in field, but United are able to clear, but they can't pick up Paris, who was in a good position. Carter again. And there could be a space here, but the shot is eventually blocked. It was Paris who came back with her. Now Balya. Long from Le Tissier. Russo losing out to Ingle this time. But it's been an intriguing opening 20 minutes. Chelsea with the two opportunities on the break, and Jess Carter almost creating something for herself there. It was Katie Zelem who eventually managed to get a foot in before colliding with Paris. Le Tissier. Paris losing out, but here is Toon. Bolton providing the nuisance value, and now United have the opportunity to build with Blundell. Russo in field. Galton on the edge of the penalty area. Blundell continues, but the cross is too close to Berger. And if Hannah Blundell can get forward, United will always have a threat down the left-hand side. Blundell was always going to be a very handy signing for Manchester United, having had so much experience with Chelsea at the very top of the game. I remember her scoring a memorable goal here in the UEFA Women's Champions League a couple of years ago. Le Tissier. Now Paris. Zellum. It was cut out by Bright, but it may break into the path of Russo, but calmly done by Buchanan. Zellum. James. Long again, looking for Kerr, and she brings it down superbly, and she scores brilliantly. And that really is what Sam Kerr is all about. Nothing Mary Earps could do this time. And at the third time of asking, Sam Kerr hits the back of the net. Excellent ball forward from Lauren James to pick her out, but from that moment, instant control on the chest, and she dinked it up over the goalkeeper. In the game of the season, it's one of the goals of the season from Sam Kerr. She scored the goals in this game last year, which won Chelsea the title. And this could be another significant goal in the title race once again. Lauren James deserves her credit for the assist. But it's now 22 goals in all competitions this season for Sam Kerr. She had the two early sighters, and then she made no mistake. Here is Galton looking for the quick response. The cross is overhit. Valia. Now Toon. She's given the room to turn. And it whizzes across the face of goal. Well, Toon maybe had the chance to take the shot earlier. I think she was trying to pick out Alicia Russo. And it could go down as United's first effort on goal here today. And Mark Skinner already has a problem to solve. Now Le Tissier. Valia. Paris in pursuit, but once again Bright is just happy to find the car park. Russo. Paris. And now Valia is forward. Paris again. Toon, Balliet. Back by Fleming, but maybe only briefly. And that was Sam Kerr's 7th goal in 6 appearances against United in the WSL. And she scored in the reverse fixture at Leigh Sports Village along with Lauren James and Erin Cuthbert, who was not involved today. Emma Hayes always knows that with Sam Kerr in the team, even if her side are not creating too much, they've always got the opportunity to punish the opposition. Turner closed down by Fleming. Well, Dalton just took a bang in the face there as he challenged with Perisset. Mark Skinner will be looking for a side to, if not chase the game too much at the moment, at least offer more going forward. They still have nearly 70% possession, but they've yet to muster any sort of shot on goal. And of course, Chelsea have had 3 on target from Sam Kerr, and the 3rd one eventually went in. Dalton is still receiving treatment as they go through the concussion protocols. Letizia. Again, Chelsea defend it well. There is so much know-how in that midfield that very often the ball never gets as far as the back 3 or 4, depending on the formation. Now Charles. Fleming. Eventually they get in each other's way, and United had the throw-in. Chelsea looking for 13 matches unbeaten in the Women's Super League since that opening day defeat at Liverpool. Mark Skinner knows if his team lose here today, and if they're doubled by Chelsea, ultimately that could be the difference in winning the title and maybe having to settle for a place in the Champions League. Although for United that would be some achievement. They finished 4th in their 3 previous seasons at this level, under first Casey Stoney and then Skinner last season. Buchanan. Now James. And Bolton's done well. Letizia. Ladd. Toon will chase, but Millie Bright able to find Berger. Looking forward towards Kerr again, but this time it's cut out by Letizia. Blundell. It's very important for United to at least stay in the game at this stage. Also almost closing down Berger there, but Here is Buchanan with the opportunity to bring it forward, but she's lost it. Galton's early response looking for Russo is cut out by Ingle. And she will often fill in when one of the central defenders chooses to get forward. Berger there. She's choosing to take her time, and I think she always knew that Russo was in the vicinity. Valia. Ladd. Letizier. Toon is onside. Ladd again. United did come from behind to win at Arsenal. One of the really big games in the first half of the season. And they also eked out a point at the Etihad Stadium against Manchester City in the big local derby. Tizier looks forward looking for Paris, who goes down, and no penalty. Cheryl Foster unmoved. We'll get a good view of this here. There's no doubt she was goal side of Buchanan, and there was contact. And the question is, was it firm enough to send Paris tumbling to the turf? She clearly thought so, and so did he. Valia. Ladd. A firm challenge on the halfway line from Leopolds, but here it's Galton, and now the challenge is beginning to wire in all over the field. Play continues. Toon. Valia. Cut out by Ingle. Valia will win it back, and then she goes down inside the area. And once again, nothing is given by the referee. And she's going back here. The yellow card has been shown. This was a challenge between Carter and Valia. Both players would argue they were going for the ball. Valia clearly got there first. Toon. It's in towards Russo! And it's too close to Berger. So that's the closest United have come so far. And it was worked into Alessia Russo, who only needs half a second to make that sort of turn. Confirmation that Melanie Leopolds was shown the yellow card earlier for a challenge in the build-up to that opportunity for United. And the game is just beginning to develop the sort of edge we thought it would do. Leopolds. She gets it back from Parise. James. Now Fleming with the cross, and Oates. She's wrapped herself around the uprights as she ensures it heads into the side netting. She would claim she had it covered. She's striking the outside of the post in the end. to get feisty in that midfield area. There is plenty of experience in there for Chelsea. This was the challenge which led to the yellow card late on Hayley Ladd. Tizier, Charles, now Kerr, and again, Russo, oh, this won't get that. Leopolds. Now Blundell. Russo able to make the turn, but once again Buchanan sticks very closely to her. Bolton. Buchanan going Russo for a second time. Zelen. Bolton. Caught by Perisic. It's another free kick. You do have plenty of height for these sorts of set pieces. Salem is over it, along with Toon. Ball in towards the far post, and once again Willie Turner was there. United caused real problems from those sorts of situations here last season. A really good delivery from Zelen. Turner again arriving unmarked, just unable to guide the ball back towards Paris. Blundell. Letizier. Here. Towards Paris again. Letizier. It's well seen and quickly played forward, but at the moment Chelsea maybe just feeling for half-time as United enjoying their best spell of the game. Turner. Now Letizier. Ladd. Must invited Kerr to pair onto that, but once again Russo is getting very little change in the air, ahead of either Millie Bright or Kadeisha Buchanan. Nadia will take the United throw-in. Toon. Now Zelem. Toon again. Paris goal side of Carter. This time in the cross almost finds Russo. Once again, it didn't quite fall for her inside the penalty area. No doubt that Paris was onside. The cross was just behind Russo, who tried the audacious flick, which didn't quite come off. Was the run forward again from Paris, which led to the penalty appeal. And then there was Vallier, who was caught by Carter. The challenge was inside the box, but once again the appeals were waved away. Carter. Has been involved in this sort of game on so many occasions. It's often about just capitalising on the big moments and then keeping the opposition at bay, which is basically what Chelsea have done for much of the first half. United's possession has always hovered around 70%. If it stays like this, thanks to Sam Kerr, Chelsea will be 2 points clear with the game in hand, and it's a goal which gets better and better on every viewing. Pulling the ball down from the sky and then having the presence of mind to see where the goalkeeper was and react to it in the blink of an eye. It helps when you've got somebody on James's vision to pick out one of your main strikers. Perisic. Right. Vallier. Looking for Galton again, but here is James. Minimum of 2 added minutes at the end of what's been a very tight first half. It's been given away by Bright. Here is Zelem. Charles getting there before Paris. Buchanan. Kerr, James. Vallier. All the way back to Earps. Now Ladd. Harris. Ladd again. Tizier. Now Blundell. Looking to create one final chance before half-time. Badia. It's the cross in for Russo. Anywhere will do for Chelsea once again. Le Tissier. Badia. Toon. Harris. Zellam. And she lifts it too high. Once again, United are creating opportunities, but many of them from long range, and the half-time whistle goes. And not for the first time in a big game in the Women's Super League. Sam Kerr proving to be the difference so far. A quite brilliant goal midway through the first half. And although Chelsea have had very little possession at times, they have tested Mary Earps on 2 occasions before that goal. And at the moment, the reigning champions are heading top of the table. Join us again for more global coverage from the Women's Super League in the second half. At half-time, it is Chelsea 1, Manchester United 0.
Days after Chelsea knocked Arsenal out of the FA Cup, they meet again in the first final of the season. A London derby with the first domestic silverware of the season on the line. Just the one change to the side that lost to Chelsea at Kingsmeadow last weekend. Noel Maritz replacing Laura Wienerreuter at right back. Stina Blackstenius scored the winner against Man City in the semi-finals of this competition, but has been part of an inconsistent attack in recent months, the burden seemingly weighing heavily on the forward line in the absence of Beth Mead and Vivian Miedemar, who are out with serious knee injuries. Emma Hayes names the same 11 from last weekend. Lauren James, an Arsenal youth product, has excelled this season and starts her first Senior Cup final. Sam Kerr scored her 81st goal on her 100th Chelsea appearance in the FA Cup last time out. She's also scored in both of the previous 2 meetings against Arsenal so far this season. Chelsea have big players out with injury too. Pernille Harder and Fran Kirby are both unavailable. Cuthbert with a bit of space. Kerr takes it down beautifully under pressure as well from Williamson. Here's Lauren James. Perisse's cross away by Raffaelli. Now Wrighton. That's a good ball and it's in! Sam Kerr strikes the first blow and strikes it early. Chelsea into the lead inside 2 minutes.
And in there lies the difference between the 2 teams. 1 shot, 1 chance, 1 goal. Was played out to Lauren James on that right-hand side, then to Perisse, recycle back out, turnover of possession, lack of communication between Blackstenius and McCabe. What a ball that is, just standing it up. Keeper Zinsberger can't come for it because of the trajectory of it and the body's in the way. So here it gets like, got a chance to clear it. Arsenal, Katie McCabe doesn't address it, Blackstenius doesn't address it. And when Guro Wrighton's given that opportunity, the leap of Sam Kerr, she is always going to have the hunger, the desire.
Elusive play from Balti into Blackstenius. She ran into Erin Cuthbert. Arsenal have the free kick, which they take quickly. Here's Marnin with a bit of space to run into. Blackstenius! 1-1! That could be a huge goal for Arsenal. And an even bigger goal for Stina Blackstenius.
Well, if she ever felt any doubt about her position as a number 9, then she has answered her critics exceptionally well. A little bit of fortune is how the ball ended up at Blackstenius's feet, but she goes through the legs of Millie Bright. She gives the eyes to Ann-Katrin Berger, who goes the wrong way and slots the ball home. You can't say that Arsenal haven't deserved this. What a response.
Forward. Just had a good game. McCabe helps it on to Marit. Back to Katie McCabe. Goes down. Penalty. Lovely sharp turn from Katie McCabe. Ingle took the bait, and Arsenal have a spot kick.
Beautiful feet from Katie McCabe. Here, Maritz just lays the ball off. You thought the chance might have gone, but that little check away from Katie McCabe is so clever because she knows that Sophie Ingle's about to dive in. Really well won. And who else but Kim Little from the penalty spot.
Scored against them at the Emirates in the WSL game earlier this season. It was Zashira Musovic between the sticks that time, up against Ann-Katrin Berger to give Arsenal the lead. It's Little, it's good, it's 2-1 to Arsenal.
What a turnaround. We just spoke about how cool and calm and measured Kim Little had been, and when you needed a cool, calm head, nothing but side netting from Kim Little. Whether Berger would have chosen the right way or not, that was unsavable.
Todd Bowley, the Chelsea owner here. Marit. Buchanan's header is seen out of play. That's just about enough time to take this corner kick for Arsenal.
You see the sack from Arsenal's been the same on corners, right foot or left foot. They've crowded Ann-Katrin Berger. Was Marnham on the goalkeeper last weekend. She's been taking him from the other side with the in-swinger. She's back on Ann-Katrin Berger to pin her.
And it's right on the goalkeeper, and it's 3-1! In stoppage time, Raffaelli heads Arsenal into a 2-goal advantage.
Oh, what a sucker punch that is for Chelsea. They'd reshuffled, gone 3 at the back, and it's a set piece. Great ball in from Catley. Berger pinned, couldn't get through her defenders. You see it's Raphael, might even be an own goal from Niamh Charles, I think, who possibly gets the last touch of the ball. But Ann-Katrin Berger impeded fairly by her own players. And what an end to a sensational first half.
The Gunners have fired back right on the end of the first half. Blackstenius fastest to it. Caitlin Ford down the middle. Try and get there ahead of Buchanan, who was tempted into the challenge. That looked late. Corner kick has been given.
I'm not sure how this is nothing. Oh, penalty. Absolute stonewall penalty. Caitlin Ford touches the ball away. It gets no more obvious than that. Chelsea running out of ideas, running out of time.
Launch forward by Wrighton, again towards Kerr, and again Raffaelli gets there first. It's Cuthbert. Wrighton, no one closing her down. Raffaelli got there ahead of the goalkeeper. Not sure if she got the shout or not, but made the right decision in the first instance anyway. Leupolz, oh, off the bar! Whether she meant that or not, Zinsberger dealt with that superbly well.
Wow, if you thought Chelsea were finished, this is your answer. And she had to watch this all the way. It's such an awkward one, right in the upright.
Less than 30 seconds of stoppage time to go. Here's Lauren James. Taken down.
And this is it. This is the final kick of the game. Caitlin Foord, possibly something she said. But this is it.
I think a yellow card for dissent for Caitlin Foord. Brighton's delivery, Jen Beattie gets her head to it, and Fleming with the shot, it's on target.
Oh, that's it.
All over. Arsenal, after going behind, fire back to end their 4-year trophy drought. And captain Kim Little, with her 5th Continental Cup for Arsenal, the conductor in the midfield, has the honour of lifting the trophy alongside Leah Williamson. Arsenal Continental Cup champions 2023.
Kim, wow, what a cracking final. How do you sum that one up?
Yeah, first I'm just so proud of the team. I think off the back of last week's result, you know, we needed to turn it around. And we had a good week's training and then, you know, talked about a lot of things that we needed to be better at, and I think we showed that today. I'm just proud of the girls, proud of the team.
It was a disastrous start, to be perfectly honest, but then we saw this real turn of energy, this desire, this hunger. How easy or difficult was it to put that goal behind you and pick yourselves up?
Yeah, I know. I was thinking after they scored, what could we have done to stop that, because it was such a good goal. But I think because it was so early, we just needed to reset, and I think we did that. In the rest of our first half performance was pretty special, and I think, you know, that's what won us the match today.
Well, Emma, you had a blistering start to that final, but where did it get away from you?
I think having a blistering start with Ensat off, I think once Arsenal got the equaliser, showed the difference between a team that's won a lot and a team who hasn't won a lot. And I thought their hunger, their desire in the duels, in everything they did, was at a much better intensity than us. The best team won. There's no doubt about that whatsoever. I'm disappointed with us because I think for a Chelsea team, you know, our standards are higher than that, but you can't concede 3 goals against a team that hasn't won a lot, and they haven't won a lot domestically. And for me, that was the biggest difference today. They were significantly hungrier than my team.
Conceding on the half-time whistle, was that the most frustrating point?
No, I think losing so many duels in the first half, at the end of the day, you got to win your battles, and we didn't do that. And I thought they dominated all over the pitch. I thought Kim Little deservedly player of the match. And I think when you don't do those things, sometimes you need a check, a reality check. And today, the better team won.
Can this help you going forwards? It sounds like winning has made them almost complacent for a game.
Yeah, I think there was complacency in the performance. Like I said, we won a lot, and they haven't. And today, they wanted it more than us. Simple as.
And for our viewers across the world watching this game, The second half gets underway with Chelsea wearing all blue, leading by a goal to nil. Emma Hayes' team heading to the top of the table once again as it stands. And in a game with so much global attention, it's no surprise that Sam Kerr, one of the world's great players, has taken the eye. Mark Skinner saw his team have one or two moments towards half-time as Lauren James is penalised there for the challenge on Ladd. Carter with the throw. And once again, United are at a stage in the game where they just need to keep it alive. Another Chelsea goal now, and it's a very long way back. Turner with the clearance, but the flag had already been raised for offside. First offside flag of the game. We're yet to see a corner as well. It's been a match which has seen the defences on top in the main. Lee Charles, the player who was looking to come around the back. Parisset, now James. There's an opportunity for Chelsea to break again, but Turner with a good challenge. Hooked on by Leopolds, but I don't think Chelsea have been anywhere near top form in this game so far, but they do have that knack of just keeping the opposition at arm's length in times of the game like this, and thumping the ball onto the roof of the stand like that for Millie Bright is often a way of doing that. Ladd. Le Tissier. Zellem. Turner is met by Bright. Well by Ballier. Quickly looks to link up with Paris. Ballier again. Russo. There was power behind that, and it almost knocked Jess Carter off her feet, but United had the first corner of the game. When Russo hits them, they usually stay hit, and they certainly did there. And the first corner will be taken by Leah Galton. Very deep, too deep in the end. Turner will try and keep it in play. At least she's done that. The nutmeg on Charles. Charles now has the opportunity to clear. Russo. Turner getting there before James, and United do push forward. Chelsea, as they've shown already in the game, will catch them out on the counter-attack. Zelem. Ballier. Right, back towards Berger. Right. Kerr, she's got there before Le Tissier, just the nudge to create the space, and then the shot is wide. Well, that was all about the striker's craft from Sam Kerr. Just that little push there to knock Le Tissier off balance, to create the space, and from that moment United must have feared the worst. But that's a rarity for Sam Kerr. She was off target. Charles. Not sure too much about Ballier, but here is Engel. Jess Carlton may still be feeling the effects of that Alicia Russo shot. Turner's done well. Toon. Now Engel. James. That's another great first touch from her. Engel. And she's made the space. It's in towards Leopold, and she was trying to find Kerr. Fleming. James again. And it was always swinging away from goal. Chelsea know a second goal now, and that will probably be that. Lauren James does have that ability to find space in very confined areas. Engel. Will try and keep that ball in play, and does just enough to avoid the corner. Russo. Good challenge from Buchanan. And now the break once again. Here is Kerr. They need some support this time. Fleming's in the centre. James is also arriving. Ballier with the clearance away. Here is Buchanan. She's really shown her quality. It's a top defender here today. Player who came through at the West Virginia University in the United States college system before moving on to Europe with such success. Parisset. Le Tissier with the clearance. Ladd. Now Toon. Blundell. And it's Carter who brings it clear. A good recovery challenge from Nikita Parris. And although they're trailing, this has been probably United's best performance against Chelsea in the WSL. They were very good in parts in the first half of the game here last season when they led 2-1 at half-time. Russo. Now Blundell. Injection of pace from her. Russo in support. Good challenge from Fleming. Galton. Russo's cross. Perisset was on the end of it. Zellem. Badia. Toon. Zellem. Almost deflects into the path of Parris. Chelsea clear again. Blundell. Her cross, looking for Russo, swept away by Buchanan. Ladd. Galton. James is just happy to clear, and Chelsea in the end have the throw-in. Knows that this game has really entered a crucial stage. United offering much more going forward. Here is Russo. Chelsea have the throw-in, but they remain penned deep in their own half. Players like Fran Kirby on the sidelines. Chelsea been under pressure at times, but Berger is able to deal with the cross unchallenged. Vanilla Harder, another player who would add quality to any team in any country. Leopolds. Both these clubs have so many fans living outside the United Kingdom, watching this game around the world with us here today. And Chelsea continue to sign eye-catching players like Khadisha Buchanan. Erin Cuthbert scored in the game back in November, but there is so much quality for Chelsea currently unavailable to Emma Hayes. Even without them, this team could still be going top of the table with a game in hand here. Blundell. Parris has good control. The shot was blocked. It almost came back to Zellem. Badia has now lost out, but Parris working really hard here. And she's not shirked the defensive side of her game today. Badia. Russo waits in the centre, but it's beyond her once again. Ladd. Toon. Russo. Bright was in the way this time. Zellem. And there's a United player down. And maybe keen to play on here. Badia, though, does eventually knock it out to allow some treatment. And it's Blundell who has the problem. Just clipped there by Lauren James as United look to keep that move going. So an opportunity for Chelsea's players to just regroup. No changes from either side so far. Apart from that shot from Sam Kerr, Chelsea have created relatively little since half-time. It was late from Lauren James. She would argue that there was no real malice in the challenge. Blundell certainly felt it. There's movement off the bench now. Conor Reid will be coming on for Chelsea. It's Lauren James who comes off. Hannah Wrighting Conor Reid, the Swedish international, did score against Brighton in midweek. Right, Zellum, Paris, Rousseau, Toon looking to help it on towards Galton. She's got the space, but she can't get the shot on target. The pressure from Paris doing just enough. Leah Galton felt that as well. The ball just wouldn't sit down for United there. It eventually came to Galton, but she was off balance, and as a result the shot was significantly off target. Galton. Millie Bright finding the roof of the stand has been a regular feature in this game so far, but in a match like this you can understand why she's doing it. So far, Alessia Russo has had the onside of goal, but not as many as she's used to, and Ella Toon has been policed quite effectively. Engel, now Fleming. Parise. Boos for Paris. Could be because she's ex-Arsenal, could be because of the penalty appeal in the first half. Chelsea with 5 WSL titles, 4 FA Cups and 2 League Cups. Of course, they were runners-up in the Champions League as well when they were outplayed by Barcelona back in 2021. That's been given away to Sam Kerr, and that could spell trouble here for Manchester United, but the shot in the end is deflected behind by Turner. Katie Zelem with the misplaced pass, and not for the first time in the game, Sam Kerr was given the opportunity by a United error. She was forced wide by Turner, and it's a really good challenge in the end. Corner in towards Kerr, beyond her, brought down by Buchanan, and then Peter Paris was the player who exhaled the yelp of pain, and it's a free kick for United. Just caught by Buchanan as she was trying to bring that ball down to shoot. Chelsea committing more fouls in the game, but it should look as though it was at risk of boiling over during the first half, but tempers have cooled since. And Chelsea continuing to manage this game with around 30% possession. So often we see them dominate teams in all areas of the game, but today, once again, Emma Hayes has looked at what's ahead of her and has picked a team to deal effectively with that, and Mark Skinner maybe pondering plan B, the midpoint of the second half. Anna Reid in pursuit, but it's a goal kick in the end. Hasn't really been tested since half-time. Made that really good early save to keep out Sam Kerr before the goal. United do have players warming up, including Estelle Cascarino, on loan from Paris Saint-Germain. Engel. And the game has got very scrappy, but that may suit Chelsea, leading by a goal to nil. Changes are imminent for United. Mark Skinner does need to maybe freshen things up in one or two areas, because his team are in the game, but they're not really hurting Chelsea at the moment. And it's Martha Thomas who will be coming on. Scored here last season. Carter. She's done well to deliver the cross in. Turner just getting an important toe in. Anna Reid, and Chelsea have the throw in. Leopolds. And it's her cross. Met by Zelem. Buchanan again playing Russo very well. Charles was caught there. And the referee wants play to continue. Engel. Paris getting stuck in, and here is Zelem. Canary. Chelsea may be scenting that second goal, but Tora Foster, the referee, has to apologise as she gets in the way, and Chelsea will have the drop ball. Here are the changes. Leah Galton is the first player to depart. Martha Thomas started the previous game against Leicester. And Rachel Williams will also come on. It's Ella Toone who makes way for her. Rachel Williams, of course, the Women's Super League perennial. Chelsea among her former clubs, most recently with Tottenham. And she gave Chelsea a very difficult time, particularly in the league game at Tottenham last season, which Chelsea eventually won. But Rachel Williams, even though she wasn't 100% fit in that game, was a real problem for them. More support for Alessia Russo now. Williams now 35 years of age, but still making a contribution at the highest level. Here is Badia, cleverly found, and the cross doesn't find Russo this time. High kicking from Ladd, but it's cleared as far as Zelem. Now Badia, Russo on the stretch, but Ingler's able to clear. Zelem. Thomas, and it's claimed by Berger. And there have been a number of occasions where it's just not quite fallen for United inside the penalty area. Cleverly done by Thomas there to release Badia. And again, it was Buchanan who defended that well. She's a contender for player of the match. In a defensive sense, certainly. Thomas. Now Thomas again. Rachel Williams was looking for the ball down the channel. Thomas, Badia, Russo, right with the clearance this time, but United looking to build up momentum. It's put behind by Carter for a corner. Magdalena Eriksson will be coming on to add experience to the Chelsea backline shortly. Zelem with the corner. And the header on goal, but the free kick's already been given. Buchanan, the player who went down. All sorts going on inside the penalty area. It was Letizier who just blocked off her run and then made sure she went down, although Buchanan was on her way down already. Looks like Chelsea moving to back three with Jessie Fleming coming off. Magdalena Eriksson, such a stalwart, and there will be change in formation, judging by the hand signals, possibly 5-4-1. Now Lahada's trying to work it out. Zelen. There's an opportunity here on the breakaway. Callery all on her own. Partially halted by Turner. Chelsea now have support inside the area. Dingle. Leopold's helping the ball on. And the cross falling to Kerr. And just for once, the first touch betrayed her. It was an excellent ball into her. And Kerr just seeing the ball evade her grasp inside the area. Perisset did well to dig that out from there. Maybe just a slight touch from Turner did enough. Both these sides have scored very late in big games recently. Alessia Russo with an added time winner for United at Arsenal, and Sam Kerr also denying the Gunners a victory at the Emirates Stadium in the final moments in that 1-1 draw. And those are the sorts of games which either win you titles or, possibly in Arsenal's case, stop you winning them. Letizia, and United have the free kick here. Williams, the player who was fouled, using all her experience there to draw Perisset into the challenge. And this a real opportunity for United. Zelen and Russo over the free kick. A real opportunity to go for goal from here. Thomas is just in front of the goalkeeper for now, but she'll have to retreat. And it's left for Zelen. It's curled in, but in the end it's catch and practice for Berger. Zelen probably going for goal, but too much air on it to neither find Russo or really test the goalkeeper. Hannah Reid, and she gets it back from Kerr. Charles waiting inside the penalty area. And the cross is dealt with, but back to Leopold, and she lashes over the top, and that was the chance for Chelsea to seal it. Clever ball from Sam Kerr. Hannah Reid again finding plenty of space down the right-hand side. Letizia teeing up Leopold. Once again, Mary Earps not having to make a save in the second half. All the way through to Ann-Katrin Berger. 2,277 the crowd here today. Kerr will break kindly for Charles. Kerr waits at the far post, but the cross won't find her. Zellum. It's won back well by Charles. Here is Kerr again. Just held up by Blundell. Parisset. Chelsea have the throw-in. We are now inside the final 10 minutes, and it has been a real game of cat and mouse throughout. Chelsea now just looking to pick off their opponents on the break. Flag is raised for offside.
Substitution for Manchester United from number 20 to Nikita Parris.
Nikita Parris is coming off. And that's Aoife Mannion who comes on. And a significant moment for her. Her first appearance in the WSL since an ACL injury in March of last year. A real mainstay for United up to then, and back in the side here today. It looks like they've gone to 3 at the back as well. Kerr. Nadia with the opportunity to get forward, but Ingle will try and expose the space in behind her, but it's tidied up by Letizia. So little between these two sides overall, but one moment of genius from Sam Kerr could prove to be the difference. Badia looking to change that. The challenge from Carter. Zellum. Berger comes and claims. Just lingering here. I'm sure she's aware that it's a time to manage the clock as well. Maybe just given a bump by Martha Thomas. But it looks like she'll be the match winner once again, unless we have some very late drama here at either end. Maybe the pass of the season from Lauren James, and one of the finishes of the season from Sam Kerr. The big players decide big games. And she's done it before against Manchester United. Berger looks to be okay. They gave Emma Hayes the opportunity to have more words, just to get the message across for the final few moments. Berger releases the ball. Anna Reid. Well judged by Turner. Mannion. Now Letizia. Russo heading there before Buchanan. Here is Williams. Badia. 3 in the centre at the moment. Zellum. She was set for the cross. But here's Mannion. She does deliver. Russo. And she can't pick out Thomas or the far corner. Just not quite happened for Manchester United inside the penalty area. One or two near things, but Katzenberger has not really been extended. Hayes' team inching towards victory, which will send them top of the table. It's cleared away by Perisset once again, and Chelsea have defended with real discipline at times. Letizia looking for Russo, and Buchanan does just enough, but it's a corner. And the whistle has gone in the end. And Russo maybe not quite beating the offside trap. Although the flag has been raised, that really epitomises the duel between Buchanan and Russo today. Williams. And it's met by Eriksson. Lundell. Badia appeals for handball as Kerr clattered into the challenge, but here is Leopolds. Now Canary. Perisset, Leopolds, and United will try and break themselves. Russo. Nearly breaks for Williams. Charles. Williams has done well. And she gets support from Letizia. And the cross is deep, and too deep. And Mark Skinner's team running out of time here. They're about to be doubled by Chelsea once again. Lucia Garcia about to come on. In goal. Kerr in pursuit. And she's got there before Letizia, but Sam Kerr unable to get the shot in. And United get moving quickly. Zelem. It's met by Carter. Zelem. Oh, and she was challenged by Leopolds. The play continues. Thomas. Ladd. Now Zelem again. Thomas. Oh, and it breaks down at a key moment for United once again. Sam Kerr just fluffing her lines at a crucial moment. But it's been a game dominated by defences in the main. But at the moment, Sam Kerr looks to be our match winner, and that is why she is the player of the match. And Hedy Ladd is now replaced by Lucia Garcia.
And the court official has indicated a minimum of 4 minutes added time.
And we're into a minimum of 4 added minutes. And here is Sam Kerr, confirmation she is the Barclays player of the match. At the moment, her goal is settling this game. She's looking for a second here, but she's offside. It's been a game between two very well marshalled defences. Lee Charles now coming off. Mana Melder will come on to replace her. Norwegian international scored in the win here against Manchester City, looking to help her side to another success against Manchester United. Mark Skinner waving more players forward here. Zellum. And the free kick conceded by Engel. Here is Zellum from the free kick. And the delivery is very deep. And did he get a touch on the way through? No, it's a goal kick. United threw all the height forward there. But nobody could get the touch, and Chelsea a couple of minutes away from what they will regard as their place, the top of the table. Zellum losing out to Engel. Canary. Now Mannion. Chelsea have the throw-in. Jess Carter, understandably, perhaps isn't hurrying. Letizia. And the ball had gone out. There will be a throw-in. And United have to send everybody forward here. Zellum. Now Mannion. Zellum again. Solid header away from Bright. Zellum. Now Mannion. High towards Thomas, but too high in the end, and once again, there are high fives in the Chelsea defence. United are just squeezed out at the crucial moment. And that could be the story of the title race as well. It has not been pretty from Chelsea, but once again, they have been effective. Kerr. Chelsea do have the ability to often find a different way to play, and they've shown that here at times today. Russo up rather than away from Engel. Now Letizia. And that's it. The champions are back on top of the table. Emma Hayes can eventually celebrate. Once again it was tight. Once again it was attritional, but when you've got Sam Kerr in the team, you always have the chance of a goal, and she has come up with the winner once again. For the second time this season, Mark Skinner's side are beaten by the champions, and now they trail them by 2 points, and they've also played a game more. And once again, Chelsea looking immensely strong at the top of the Barclays Women's Super League. Wherever you've been around the world, I hope you've enjoyed the coverage. Full time at Kingsmeadow. Chelsea 1, Manchester United 0.